Buying a home sounds exciting, but what if I told you the real cost of owning a house is much higher than the price you see? In fact, many first-time buyers end up spending thousands of dollars more, simply because they didn't know about these hidden costs. So, before you make one of the biggest financial decisions of your life, let's break this down in a simple way. Most people think buying a house is just about the price and the monthly mortgage. But that's only part of the story. In reality, there are multiple hidden costs that can quietly increase your expenses month after month. In this video, I'll explain these costs step by step, so you can avoid financial stress and make a smarter decision. Let's start with something many people completely overlook: closing costs. These are the fees you pay when you finalize the purchase of a home. This includes things like legal fees, loan processing charges, paperwork, and sometimes taxes. Now, here's the important part. Closing costs are not small. They are usually around 2 to 5% of the property price. So if you're buying a home worth $300,000, you could be paying an extra $6,000 to $15,000 up front. And many people don't plan for this at all. Next is property tax, and this is something that never goes away. Property tax is a yearly cost that depends on where your home is located. In some areas, it can be quite high. And the important thing to understand is this is not a one-time payment. You have to pay it every single year for as long as you own the home. So even if your mortgage stays the same, your total yearly cost can increase because of taxes. Now, let's talk about something people often underestimate: maintenance and repairs. When you rent a place, most repairs are handled by the landlord. But when you own a home, everything becomes your responsibility. If your plumbing breaks, you pay. If your roof leaks, you pay. If your appliances stop working, you pay. And these costs are unpredictable. A common rule is to set aside at least 1% of your home value every year for maintenance. So for a $300,000 house, that's around $3,000 per year. Another cost many people forget is home insurance. This protects your house from damage, accidents, or natural disasters. While it may seem like a small monthly payment, over time it adds up, and in some areas, insurance costs can increase depending on risk factors. Now let's look at utilities and additional expenses. When you own a home, you usually pay for electricity, water, heating, internet, and sometimes community fees. These costs are often higher compared to renting, especially if the house is larger or less energy efficient. And again, these are ongoing monthly expenses. Let's take a simple real-life example. Imagine your mortgage payment is $1,500 per month. That sounds manageable, right? But now let's add everything else: property tax, insurance, maintenance, utilities. Suddenly, your real monthly cost becomes closer to $2,000 or even more. That's a big difference. And this is exactly where many buyers get surprised. The biggest mistake people make is focusing only on the house price and ignoring everything else. And once they move in, reality hits, bills start coming in, expenses increase, and what felt like a good decision starts becoming stressful. So here's a simple rule you can follow. Always budget at least 20 to 30% more than your expected monthly payment. This gives you a safety cushion and protects you from surprises. If you're planning to buy a home, check the description for tools that help you estimate your real costs before making a decision. Subscribe for simple real estate tips that help you save money and make smarter decisions.